In my original state, I'm just myself, alone, no others. In my original state, I am, but I don't know that I am. To know, one needs other. Then I created everything. First I created the consciousness, and then the space, then air, then fire, then water, then earth. And then I created everything. All the manifestation you perceive. From one, I became many. And then I forget who I am. Now I am in search of who I am and what I am. We are here to know what we are. In our true and original state, what is forgotten should be remembered. Until we remember ourselves, we cannot be at peace. Spirituality can be defined in two words: forgetfulness and self-regret. Forgetfulness is the current situation in which we live 60, 70, 80 years. The moment you remember yourself, who you are, what you are, the story is changed. The whole perspective changes. You see, you are in all is in you. We are here to meet ourselves. We are here to have our own company. All the time we live with others, whether they are present or they are absent. When they are absent outwardly, they become present inwardly. We are never alone and silent. Until you learn how to be in your own company, you can never satisfy yourself. Once you meet, then you know you are only your friend and nobody else. Nobody can fulfill you. Nobody can make you satisfied. And all the time you are running from yourself, trying to find someone, to be with someone. But what is your experience? What you get? Are you happy? We are here to learn the lesson. Whether we take many years or few years, many lives or few lives, we are here actually to experience ourselves. And maybe it has become arduous because we understand we meet ourselves via others. First experiencing pain, pleasure, this and that, and then we come to ourselves. It becomes a long journey, a very, very long journey. In search of ourselves, we are here. Basically, it can be found anywhere, wherever you go, in your own country, in your own house. Now you are here, many people are here from home. For what you are here, even if you don't know this much. Here you are to meet yourself. And how you are going to meet yourself until you are totally silent. I have heard a story about Angulimala. He was a great killer. He was a daku. What do we call in English? Dacoit. Not simple dacoit. He used to kill people. He used to cut their fingers and make a garland and wear. Everybody was afraid of him in that area. He used to live in jungle. And there was a way in the jungle from where people used to pass from this village to that village. So they were afraid that they may meet Angulimala and then they are not safe. Buddha heard this also. Then he started going into the jungle. People made him aware that don't go into this jungle. This is very dangerous and Angulimala is there. And if you meet Angulimala, he will not spare you. He will cut your fingers and make a garland. But Buddha did not listen to those people. He went in the jungle. And Angulimala was sitting on some rock and sharpening his sword, his knife. He saw somebody coming. Somebody who looks like a sadhu, a saint, a silent man. When he saw, Angulimala saw Buddha walking, coming towards him, suddenly he shivered. He was shaking. He became afraid. Because nobody dares to pass like this the way he is coming, unafraid, no fear. Then he composed himself. He sat down straight, started looking. When he came near, he shouted, "Who are you? You don't know who I am. I am Angulimala, I will kill you." Buddha did not listen. He kept on walking. When he just came near, Angulimala became even more afraid. Why you kill people? Why you keep swords and guns? For what? You think you are very brave? You keep guns and swords and whatnot for what? because you are afraid. And you want to protect yourself. See, out of protection, out of the idea of protecting oneself, who keeps swords and guns and bombs. People are afraid, nations are afraid. They go on piling more and more bombs. He became afraid. Buddha is naked hand, nothing in his hand. When he came here, Angulimala stood up and shouted again, "Stop!" But Buddha did not listen. He kept walking. Now Buddha has no fear. He is not afraid of Angulimala or death or sword. Why? Because Buddha has discovered that he is not the body. He is something which cannot be killed. He is something which cannot be burned. He is something which cannot be destroyed in any way, by any means. That is why fear has disappeared. When fear disappears, the idea of protecting oneself also disappears. There is no need to be protected because one knows that one is immortal. No harm can be done to him in any way by any means. That is the discovery of all the awakened ones. Until you stop identifying with the body, you cannot be fearless. Fear comes by the identification with the body. What you are when that is identified with the body, the first thing appears is body sense. Body sense means I am this body. This is my limitation. This is me. When you limit yourself, when you become the body, when you assume that you are the body, then you are separated yourself from the whole. You are not one. You are separate. Others are separate. The first thing arises after the body sense appears is fear. Now fear becomes the seed and the whole tree comes up. The greed, the attachments, the anger, the jealousy and the whatnot. Now you go on working on jealousy, on greed, on anger, on possessiveness. You will reach nowhere. Do as many therapy as you want, as many group as you want. You will remain on the same spot. Maybe in degree less or more. That's all. We want to cut the branches, not even branches, leaves. You cut leaves, and then the more leaves are just coming on the way. You don't want to cut the source. And what is the source? The source is the ignorance that I am this body. The truth is that I am not the body. That I am the one who has no name, who has no form. Until you discover this truth, you cannot be freed. When you discover truth, then you discover that in your true nature you are just alone. At the sport, you assume that you are the body. When you assume that you are the body, the whole game starts, the whole illusion starts. First there is a body sense, then there is a fear, and then there are both families. Now somebody wants to come out of the anger or jealousy, giving them a peace there and no solution. You have to discover your true nature. You have to be that, not something else. Be in your true nature as you are, and the story is over. Anglo Imal is afraid because he could not control this man. No, people are controlling people because they are afraid. Otherwise, what is the need to control anybody? Boyfriend is controlling the girlfriend. Girlfriend is controlling the boyfriend. The wife, a husband, a wife. Because if you lose control, then you may get dominated by the others. We don't see these simple facts of psychology. These are simple facts. Where there are two, just two, forget 3, 4, 5. Even just two, and problem starts. Next moment, problem starts. Who is going to be the boss? What is the need of being a boss? You are afraid. Why you are afraid? Because you assume that you are the body. Once you know that you are not the body, the whole scenario changes. You are at rest. No fear. No fear of any sort. Fear disappears. You are. And if you think you are a Buddha already, or awakened one, and still you are controlling people, see what kind of Buddha you are. Now there are awakened peoples, maybe so-called, I don't know. They call themselves enlightened. And they dominate people, they discipline people, they use people, they manipulate people. They don't have any love. If you have love, you will not manipulate. How you can manipulate? How you can control? Is possible. It's not possible. The controller has gone, but these so-called awakened one controlling people, making them forcibly their disciple, imposing the discipline on them, taking oaths that you should do this and you should not do this. You don't see a woman, you become a brahmachari. Or you will never smoke, take a oath. You will not drink. Now even Osho's younger brother, Shailendra, is also involved. Doing all these sort of things. Try to understand why it happens. This is called Maya in the East. This is called Maya. Somewhere one gets the illusion that one is enlightened and remains the same. Even becomes more powerful, becomes a guru. And the game starts. But he is totally unaware, not knowing what he is doing. Really a Buddha, a awakened one, will just silently enjoying his rest, the life, the rest of his life. Maybe few years, 10 years, 15 years. When it is over, he slips back. सबको राम राम राम, हम तो जाते हैं अपने गाँव. Maybe if it is his destiny, he may share his understanding, his wisdom, his insights, his love with others. Otherwise, the whole trip is gone. He has learned the lesson on being this earth. We are here not accidentally. We are here to fulfill some purpose. Not the great or cosmic purpose or godly purpose or this purpose. We have purpose with ourselves. We are here to realize what we are, and the contrast is needed. This earth, the whole universe, supplies that contrast. If you are experiencing jealousy, it simply means you are the observer of it. You are something a part of it. But you don't see in this way. You identify it. You move with the jealousy, and immediately the act starts. And in that act you suffer. Can you remain as an observer, as a witness, as something apart the knower? You have to learn all this. Try to see things as they are. Live through the present moment. Watch it, see it, observe it, understand it, and then think, let things happen. Remember, at least you can remember this much. Many times in a day. Simple thing that you are not the body. We do everything. We sit in zazen for hours together. Very honestly, genuinely, persistently, but we never remember that I am not the body. Do this experiment and report to me next day or even day after. How many times you can remember? Just simple thing that you are not the body. And you, if you repeat this like a mantra inside you, that any time when you become aware, you just feel it, I am not the body. Just feel it again and again. While eating, while walking, doing your things, living your life, just remember. And you will see something has started changing in you. Simple thing. As I told you before, things are simple. Basically, truth is very simple. When you become that truth, when you realize that truth, you will be laughing. It was so simple. And it became so arduous and it took so much time. Things are really simple. हो जाए बहुत देर हो थोड़ा बड़ा सा हो जाए the big one. Though you are not serious today, but still I want you to laugh little. Yeah. Swamiji is remembering you.
Is it possible?
Hello. Yes, drink it. Yeah. Yes, yes.
You
My ear is with you. Though it is here. Okay.
Is it possible to reach the awakened state without realizing the unconditional love? Because most masters display this unconditional love, but some we hear in newspapers and see people who claim to be awakened, but then when you look at them, you know that
They are not.
you don't feel that vibration or love towards them.
Yeah.
So is it possible to reach that stage without invoking that unconditional love?
Unconditional love means that state. When you reach what you calling reach, basically there is no reaching because it is not somewhere. It is now here. It is always now here. Wherever you are, it is now here. It is in the now. Now contains all the time. Now is out of time. And when you say reach means, I would like to call it arrive. That too is not so perfect, but better. When once arrives, it is unconditional love. And we have our own meanings about everything, even about unconditional love. Sometimes you may come to my hut and I did not see you, then you will see Swamiji has no unconditional love. Because we have our own ideas about unconditional. Isn't it? Today is laughing the man, 7th day.
Okay.
ध्यान देव हो जाए. At least he has forgotten somehow. You remember all the bullshit you just like. You keep on remembering, you become sad and you are with it all the time. You embrace your sadness and your jealousy and your anger and you live with it and you feel such a great. And to forget, you don't remember yourself. You don't remember that you are not the body. But if somebody has hurt you or not paying you attention or not called you, you can live with it for 7 days. Such a surprise. Isn't it? He was sad. And today he has suddenly forgotten. Hoja? We give energy to all the unnecessary things. We love them. Because without them, we are nowhere. We are just empty. We feel empty. But don't be afraid of this emptiness. This emptiness is not empty. It is really full. You cannot imagine how full it is. Be brave. Leave your assumption and beliefs aside. Enter into this emptiness where you feel that where you will be. When you are sad, why you are sad? For so long. I am not saying that you should not be sad for so long. You are only allowed to be sad for half an hour. I'm not saying. Actually, I was a really sad person. Very long face. Still the impressions I sometimes feel of seriousness. My face is not like people are afraid. When you are sad, either you should enjoy it. And what do I mean by enjoy? You never enjoy it the way I enjoyed it. When you are sad, basically you are pretending that you don't like it and you want to come out of it. You divide yourself. You don't like the situation. Can you worship your sadness as a God, as a beloved? No. That is, there the problem starts. Otherwise, sadness is just great as anything. When you people are sad, I never become sad. Hoja? Though you also want me to be sad, because you are sad. If somebody is sad, I start looking at him. Because I know my look will go waste. If I look, he will not respond. Because he is sad. A sad person wants isolation, closed himself. Don't want to look. Don't want to relate. So I leave him as it is. Okay, enjoy your sadness. Now I have not called Dhyan. He should have come from the very first moment actually to touch my feet. That master I am he. Yeah. He is sitting with his paraphernalia for 7 days in the hut. And he is angry on me. Why he is angry on me? Because I am not paying attention. My dear, I called you here for 40 days to give attention to you. What I am doing? I am not paying attention at all to everyone. Now, if you are running away from me, it is what I can do. I am only here to pay you attention, to give you little love. You are so wounded, so hurt, so much distressed that you need a little love. The real, the unconditional one, though I charge $1,000. Not for unconditional love. That is for other things. You know, unconditional love cannot happen if there is no roof here, or there is no food there. Things are complicated. One has to learn how to see things as they are. See, now you are available. Attention is available. I am not doing anything, you are not doing anything. The wind is blowing, the window is open, the wind is passing. It's as simple as that. I have not to do anything. I am not doing at all. You are available, I am available. Story is finished. Whatso is going to happen will happen. Neither you are doer nor I am. Grass grows by itself. Sitting silent. Sometimes having a fun like what? हो जाए. हो जाए? हाँ. Yeah.
You were saying,
keep it straight. Keep it straight. And it is on or off. There is red light. Yeah. Okay. Now.
You're saying about being the Buddha and still being an asshole.
okay.
Yeah.
So you were talking about being a Buddha and still being an asshole. A Buddha, which is an asshole, what is he lacking? What makes him still an asshole in this state? Hmm?
What's to be done?
What is to be done to fix it? That stage, before, after?
Actually, those are not my words. Somebody asked Aziz in Satsang, and there he commented that you can be in the absolute state and still you can be an asshole. It is not my statement. It means there are ways that one can reach absolute state without any transformation, really. But here my master and my own perception is very different. Before you become a Buddha, or you are slipped into the absolute state, you must purify yourself first. Here, purification, cleansing, we call it Chitta Shuddhi, cleaning of the psyche. We start from there. Even I don't introduce a deeper meditative technique until your ground is ready. Today you are listening to Gayatri for 45 minutes. I would have played in the first day. I have not played. If you see the whole scene, the very first day we did stop meditation and I played a Western music. Actually, it is a porno music. It is actually porno music, isn't it? The stop music. And slowly, from porno to spiritual I came. Because you are porno. cleaned you in these days. Now you are more at rest, more fresh, more clean, not dirty, or say less dirty. If you can understand, you are already in moksha just now. This is moksha. You will not agree, but you are already enlightened. Maybe momentary. But cleaning should happen beforehand, or they should go together. Psyche should be clear. The way you are conditioned and your psyche is, in that state, if you slip into, and you can, I agree, I understand that. You can slip into the absolute state, but then there will be absolute state, and here you will be asshole. Then I question that what is the need to have that absolute state in which I am going to remain as an asshole. Then I should do something first here. By the time you reach there, you should be very soft, very polite, very childlike, innocent, loving. Now people are in absolute state, many people. And they meet Gyandev. They come to Gyandev because he gives flowers. He's a very flowery boy. Flower seller. Flower shop here. Wonderful flower, miraculous flower. I'm not joking, sometimes yes. And they come to him, and the very first thing they ask him, please don't tell me that I was here. And they are in the absolute state. If you are in the absolute state, you will have this kind of thing in you. What kind of absolute state is there? You tell me, Yogini. You tell me. You understand me what I'm saying? If you are in absolute state, you are not afraid of anybody. And you are afraid of that people should not go, that a person like me went to Gyandev for flowers. Flower remedy. People should not know. I don't like this kind of absolute state. I don't validate. And I tell you, it is possible. I am saying it is possible that one can have absolute state and remain as a asshole. And that is what Aziz stated. He is telling the truth. But my question, what is the use of that absolute state if you are going to remain as an asshole? You want the absolute state because you are an asshole and you don't like it. You want to get rid of it, isn't it? My point is understood. हो जाए. You got? Yeah. Anything else?
Basically, if I clean the psyche and I'm no longer an asshole, why do I even care about the absolute state?
That is the beauty. That by cleaning, automatically, if you slip into the absolute state, there is no need to do anything. That is what I am saying. Actually, it should go together. In this way, only understanding of Osho is just perfect. He has opened all the doors for you. He taught very simple things. Now, one Swamiji is sitting here. He is a disciple and right hand of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi since many years, more than 20, 25, 30 years with him. Somebody sent him here, my friend, that you go there. And he was reluctant, he was resisting, but he forced him somehow. He had no money also. Somehow he came here. When he came here, we have 25 huts. So out of 25 huts, one was empty. Because it was allotted to Swami Prem Chaitanya and his son. And they should reach on the same 10th day. But he came late because he fell sick. So I sent Swami Krishna Yogi, his name is Swami Krishna Yogi, you go to that hut. So he was there for a few hours maybe, and Prem Chaitanya ji appeared, then he has to vacate. Then I told him, if you can manage in this hall, you can sleep in this hall. What else we can do? So he agreed and he is sleeping here. Within 3 days, very first day I saw him, he was very resistant, loud, afraid. And he became uneasy, just arriving, and he wanted to run away. But somehow it was his destiny that he remained 3 days, 4 days. And slowly he opened up. And within 3 days or 4 days, asked the experience to him, what has happened to him. He said, since 40 years, what I am looking for, I am doing all sort of things, meeting all sort of people, doing all type of techniques, but not content. And here, even I cannot sleep very well, but in the morning I am fresh, there is no tiredness, there is no tension. My energies are started flowing. I feel more and more energy and I am surprised. So many things he has to tell, a big story to tell. Now listening to him, the way he has reported to me, that in 3 days so much has happened to him. So if it has happened to him, it may be happening to everybody, but I don't know. But I am doing nothing. I am doing nothing. What is happening belongs to Osho. It is his wish. Maybe I am just an example, a living example of. I am simple. Things are simple, life is simple, but somewhere we are complicated and lopsided. Meditation alone can be done. And you can have a very, very high states of meditation. But are you worthy of it or not? That is the question. If the pot is dirty, will you pour milk in it? And if you pour in milk in the dirty pot, the milk will also become dirty. Isn't it? It is as simple. They were not fool people who discovered cleaning the psyche first. Were they fool? is a must. Otherwise, it is going to be dangerous and hard. And the time will tell the story. Okay, no deep meditation. But you are becoming less and less and less and complicated. Have learned something to enjoy the life. How to laugh, how to weep, how to cry, how to dance. Soon there will be a deeper supply also if you are looking. Soon there will be. Because there is a law in the nature. If there is a demand, there is a supply. Actually, supply is more ready than the demand. Supply creates the demand. There is a saying, Sufi saying, that before you become thirsty, there is a belly for you. Cleaning. Just cleaning is also not good. Few people just go on cleaning. They just go on cleaning, like this group and therapists. They don't know anything about meditation. Now there are people who have started saying that there is no need to do any therapy. That is not right. They should go both together and with proper guidance. Now people are deciding themselves. Everyone is deciding for himself. And he is already an asshole. How you can decide? It's not possible. Yes, there is a chance that you will be cheated. But you have to risk. What to do? There is no other way. You make mistake and learn from the mistake. But if your thirst is really genuine, you will brought to the well where you will be contented. Okay?